This is a problem where we use the data analysis ToolPak descriptive statistics module. The production manager at some engine manufacturing company is investigating a new process which makes a 36-inch shaft used in outboard motors. This is a new process, so she wants to get descriptive statistics that can be used later on in later studies to determine the capability of the process and to determine whether it performs within spec limits. So 100 shafts were taken from the process, they were measured, and we want to determine the mean, median, mode, variance, etc. And what can we say about this analysis? So let's look at the data. Here is the data as given to us, but to use the data analysis ToolPak we need to have everything in a single column. So I've already arranged everything in a single column. We go to Data, Data Analysis, Descriptive Statistics. We want to specify the input range. So notice I'm including the column heading. I don't have to, but I have included it. The data is in column, so this radio button is marked off. There are labels there is a label in the first row, so I want to make sure that it's checked off. And the output range, I'm going to put that right here. And I do want summary statistics. Okay, so with that, I will go ahead. If I can mark those off too, and that tells me the first largest and then the first smallest numbers in the data set. You don't have to do that. Okay, so I'm gonna make this a little bigger. Okay, so the average is 36.04. I can make this a little bigger, more digits to show. The median is 36.1 almost. The mode is the most frequently observed value. Notice that the mean and the median are fairly close to each other, and that means that the distribution is fairly symmetrical. Median is the center of the distribution in terms of having at least 50% of the data values less than that and 50% higher than that. But the mean is the arithmetic or the arithmetic center of the distribution, and so it's very sensitive to extreme values. So outliers are going to impact the mean greatly. Standard deviation and variance are given to us. Kurtosis is negative but very small in value, and that means that the tails are not very heavy, meaning that it doesn't have too much tail. It's light, the distribution in terms of having tails. So that means that majority of the distribution is in the center of it, not in the tails of it. Skewness is negative. Negative skewness means that the tail of the distribution drags on. If there is a tail, that tail drags on to the left side. So the bulk of it is more to the right. We have the range, minimum minus the maximum. Minimum and maximum difference is the range. The summation of all the data values is here. There are 100, and then we have the biggest, largest value, and then the smallest value, which of course are going to be the same thing as these right here because I only selected one. So that's the data analysis ToolPak.